Hey guys, this is Manshark Sub LPs. I'm Sub, this is Crusader Kings II, and this is Millennia in the Making episode 182. We're currently playing as the recently crowned Kaiser Almeric II of the Holy Roman Empire. He's the son of Kaiser Baldwin the Just, who died last month, and who himself was the son of Kaiser Almeric the Wise, who would be posthumously known as the First. I guess, if that's how it works. So, well, we don't have any wars. And that's because we have no truces with anybody. So we're coming over here to beat the shit out of England again. Because they have some of our fucking land. We're going to attack Vinagra, and we're probably going to attack the Rata for something. We'll see. We'll just check out where our armies are at. Excuse me there. We're going to release somebody. Bugger it. Not today. Let's give these guys the leader. That'll do. I'm going to need an army actually up in England itself. Again. So the Constantinople army is probably best for that. And what do you know? The liege levy of Doge Hippolytus is enough. I'm pretty surprised by that. And we'll just go dump them in Essex, as you do. Right. But before we go to war, we have a very important thing to do. We're going to go on a pilgrimage. Alright, let's get moving. And we're going to Jerusalem. I think it's the best one. Very cool. So I'm no longer GMing the Death Watch game that I normally have on the weekends, and that's because, well, the first campaign of the plot arc finished. And I decided that with, while we could continue on and play the second campaign, and we will at some point, I was supposed to have a look into something that was happening over in England. These guys, if I remember right, Sir Mount, you asked what was going on in England because, or in Britannia because there was a rebellion over here. I don't know. It was probably either this guy or, one of the kings of England or something. Who's currently Britannian emperor? The current emperor does not actually hold a kingdom title. We've got the King of Wales. We've got the King of England. We've got the King of Ireland. Is there a King of Scotland? I don't think there's a King of Scotland. No King of Scotland. Let's have a look at that. That's bizarre. The current Kaiser must have destroyed the title. Alright, good work. Anyway, as I was saying, yes, I've decided that with my current workload and all that sort of stuff, it was getting really tough to just plan well, not tough to plan, but it was very time consuming to plan the role-playing missions. So I decided that, well, we'll try something else for a while, I guess. Okay, let's see. That one. Okay, so now I'm ill. That's a bit of an issue, but it shouldn't be too bad. At least I'm not pneumonic. If I was pneumonic, I would be, well, shitting myself because our current guy here is still young. He's brave, at least. God, we're really not doing well, are we? But we already had the ill trait, so nothing lost. Anyway, yeah, so now we're playing Pathfinder, and one of my good friends, Caster Quinn, is going to be GMing that. I have plans to be a cavalier because, well, I really want to be a fucking cavalier. Okay, so I'm currently on a pilgrimage, but I'm still seeing Siegfried emerge from the dungeons. Okay, apparently I am arbitrary, is that right? Yes, I am. So, Prince Siegfried here is going to become deceitful no matter what. And I'm going to discuss theology with the knights. Yeah, no problem. I would like to get rid of that arbitrary trait. I think a feast could help us with that, but it may not. Okay, I arrived at the place. We should get a haircut. I don't like that haircut. No, I really don't like that haircut. These are all pretty similar, aren't they? Let's go with that one. Get a better beard. Biggest neck beard ever. Nah, let's not have a beard. Maybe we'll get one later. I don't think there's anything we can build. Munchin is built up, like it's done. Munchin is done. Excuse me. I was getting a bit of a frog in my throat there. Gave it a bit of a kick, if you will. Yeah, there's nothing we can build in these places. Apologies if I'm going through too fast for anybody to keep track of. Okay, that's coming along fine. Yeah, whatever. We have really slow military growth. We must have a really poor military stat. Yeah, we kind of do. But we've got a really poor stewardship stat as well. Yeah, well, I wouldn't have them raised so long if they didn't, you know, move faster. Alright, we're home. So, let's have a grand tournament. And I no longer am ill. It's kind of a shitty trip. It's just one of those trips where you have a cold. Yeah, I'm going to be declaring on this loser in a bit. Is it Maine? Yeah, it's Maine. Still will have to do that after the tournament. There is no point starting a tournament and then saying, oh, but hang on. Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on in Britannia surmount. It's just a little weird. I mean, Ireland is looking great, England is looking great. But Scotland has just sort of been weird. And we, of course, own Essex and Middlesex and Caithness for reasons. Okay, so our next attack against Vinagre, who are currently at war with a... Oh, right, the adventurers, who are losing horribly... Oh, should be losing horribly because they lost all their men. That's what we were doing. I remember things. I don't remember anything. But yeah, those adventurers are just going to lose from ticking war score now. It's a shame. I really wanted to see them win. Anyway, we'll be taking, I think, Cassie here off them. Or Jacquand. We'll be taking one of the three duchies here off Nagra. Assuming this tournament gets up. We've got 15.3% in the independence faction. It's like not a huge issue, but it's annoying. Hopefully the tournament and the subsequent feast should help us out there. Unfortunate. Don't bother me with the details. Pope likes us. Ah, some Mauritanians are in the College of Cardinals. Well, that's interesting. Ah, our men have arrived in England. We're going to keep the boats there because we... nah, bugger it. Let's put the boats down. We can raise up enough boats from the French coastline. Let's put the speed up a little bit. Yes, whatever. Get rid of this tournament fairly quickly. Ah, my wife's pregnant. Good on me. Now, I know we don't have any genetic traits, but miraculously, let's have a genius child or something like that. Shahab is the winner of the tournament. Baron Werner here is second place. And Magnus here, a distant relative of the family, is third. That should be the end of a tournament when it comes up and tells me so. Yeah, no. Really? Come on, guys. Excuse me again. Why can we imprison this guy? Because he's acted dishonorably towards me. Why do I care? He's a German Catholic in, like, nowhere that I care about. Tournament's over. Great. Good times. We're way off even being able to have a feast. Ah, here's an option that we haven't had before. We could legitimize Count Baldwin of St. Gallen. Now, that's our current son. Here you can see he is just a bastard, so -1 diplomacy, +10 same trait. He is not in a position to inherit anything. If we legitimized him, he would gain the legitimized bastard trait, we would lose a bit of piety, my wife would hate us, and Count Baldwin's mother would like us more. And he would become a proper member of the Littlefinger's and be in a position to inherit. I have no concerns with legitimizing him at this stage in time. I'm not going to do it. If I was old, and if I had no way of getting out of this marriage here and she wasn't pregnant or likely to give me more children, I may just legitimize him to keep a sort of train going and not have to give it up to Prince Siegfried here. Though there's not really too much of a concern there. Speaking of concerns, though. What's up, Britannia? Okay, I think I'm going to besiege. I think Suffolk was a pretty good one. No, it was not. Well, I'm basically just going to march over England and see what I can do. There's a good number of troops. Let's move to intercept. It's not a fight, it's a rout. Because I've hit them so quickly after they raised. I'm starting to think Berta here may fancy me. Hang on. Okay, my mother was Kaiserin Oda. What is... I'm not quite sure what's happening here. Okay, but anyway... We're gonna bang my stepmother. That's just what we're doing. And we're gonna be chasing this army down to Essex because it's the one with the British Kaiser in it. Yep, there we go. Good to be Kaiser. That's for Kaiser Freebie. got a peasant revolt, sorry, in this place down here, right next door to one of my armies. You idiots! Like, really, guys, what are you trying to prove here? I'm not going to catch them, because that would be too easy. Yeah, let's continue chasing the Kaiser's army. And you know what? Let's get a war going over here as well. Nagra, my friend. Yeah, we've actually got some wars that we could put claims on the Bengal Empire. Oh well, let's have a look. So that place there, that place there. Well, let's see. This one has how many titles? 2. This one has 4. That one's also 4, but it's down there and I don't care too much about that. Don't care about that. That one only has 3. That one has 4. Let's grab Jarkand. Okay, so now we just stomp in with our dudes. Make sure as we're moving them that they all have leaders. Okay, that should be pretty good. Don't care about the trade post of York. Okay, so we've completely obliterated that army. And we're not actually going to be in a position to intercept that one. So, let's start sieging places. Yeah. Speaking of the sieges, how's this one going? We're not the leader of the siege because there's a 500-man army from Manchow. Fucking hell. What about that rebellion? Oh, they're fighting some dudes. Okay, let's go join in. We captured this fellow. Now, he's the leader of one of our mercenary bands. We could ransom him for 145 gold, but... but we could just kill him. We're really proving the age-old philosophic maxim of YOLO. You do indeed only live once. These places have really high troop numbers. I mean, we can still grind them down, but it makes me very reluctant to assault them. Unlike this place. This place is getting assaulted. Oh, it looks like the King of England recently passed away. Shame for him. Okay, victory in Northampton. I don't care about the county of Lorraine. We're losing trade posts up here because no one cares. Seriously. Baldwin is afraid of the dark. We can ridicule him, that should do it. Which, universally negative. Try to address the cause of the fear. So that's a 50% chance of trusting, not great. 30% chance of diligent, which is good. Or 20% chance of craven, which is bad. This is a very, very bad event, by the way. Or try to let him handle it alone, which is just not going to work out. He's trusting. Which means -2 intrigue, +1 diplomacy. Yeah. Yeah, it's not going too well for you, mate. Oh, that's interesting. It must be because we're, yeah, it must be because we're arbitrary. But now, even though it's not saying we're getting that because we're arbitrary, I think it is. This guy's just trying to get us to release one of the prisoners, so we could release her. We could say, no, not a chance. Or we could say, how about you join her and we just chuck him in jail. Or diplomatically explain why I cannot. I don't see why she's... You know what, let's release her and see what happens. There's no reason why she should be in jail. She's not married to anybody or anything like that, which would have caused me to do anything regarding that. Will you give it up, Kaiser? Nope. Indecisive, he says. I'll show you some indecision. I don't think I didn't see that 13,000 man army. I'm going to knock down these 6,000 real quick too. And we should be able to make that interception. Lovely. Not even any leaders. I don't know what he expects to do, raising troops up in this area. Those rebels ran away again. Where have they even running to? Liristan? What? I don't even know what they're doing. It looks like the Nagrans are trying to get some form of army together. But, well, I don't particularly like their chances. Okay, so now these guys are headed to Northampton. This is good. Except that there's rivers everywhere into Northampton. Let's see, what's that? 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so not from everywhere. There's not one. Okay, so Oxford, which is where we are. Did Bedford have one? No. So we're going to go to Bedford, let them move into Northampton, and then we're going to follow them up there and kill them all. My uncle has become Midas touched. And we have a son, Jacob, or Jacob, I guess. Now we just need to reassign the Kingdom of Delhi's electoral system. To my son, Jacob, or Jacob. I'm going to say Jacob because, well, that's normal to me. Where are you? There he is, there he is. Very good. Everybody has to change their vote, of course. There we go. They did that almost immediately. And after a few more years, we should be able to yeah, that's fine, dude. I know that Rishara was my former lover, but, you know, whatever. But yes, in a few years we'll be able to change Delhi's succession laws to primogeniture. Okay, that's good. Let's just move over here and try and take out these armies, these couple of thousand men. Speaking of men. Yep, see, so now there is a lot there. I'm going to wait for this army to come down into Bedford and hit me. For some reason they decided to attack me. Probably to try and get the reinforcements. I don't think it's going to be an issue, to be brutally honest. I mean, they joined up. Let me deal with that first quickly. 28th, we may get an interception there. If we do, great. If we don't care. But yes, we're going to win this, and not only because they have a terrible central leader, who is actually kicking my ass right now. Wow. They actually managed to force my lead flank to flee. That's bizarre. It shouldn't be too much of an issue, though. And yeah, you can see it isn't. We're going to win this. Oh, no, 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 we've won it. We have just won this. That's actually really bizarre. That was much closer than I would have liked. And we have actually lost a retinue unit, which unfortunately means that that part of the army is going to be forever at a loss. Well, that's irritating, but it has given us the win. So I'm not exactly sure how we were in the process of losing that battle. We didn't have any penalties. We didn't have any, what do you call it? Yeah, there was nothing that should have said, hey, you're taking losses from this. We were running at 3 times speed, but that honestly shouldn't affect things. Apart from just not giving us much of a chance to, you know, look at what's happening and analyze it. No, it's actually very annoying to me. Because they hit us with a guy. Maybe they stack center. If they had a lot of troops in the center, like more than they do on the flanks, the center can sort of bust through and be very annoying. Right, let's chase down this rebellion. And if that happens, then, well, you saw what can happen. My center can collapse, which then causes their center to move on and hit our others. I mean, it shouldn't have happened. It really shouldn't have happened, and I'm very annoyed that one of my retinues here has been killed. Like, completely. Factions moving around. Okay, so they're on the coast now, so let's get some ships. That's 141 ships. That will actually do us, because these guys are not going to reinforce to a decent size in enough time. Get on board, get down here. Just cross Dover. Okay, we have a peace offer from that one guy we're not going to take. We're not going to take it because we're exactly half an hour through the episode and I really don't want it to crash at this point. So we'll just keep on rocking his business. This guy, however, we will take the peace offer from, because that was the rebel. And this army can head back down here. Okay, there's just one Zikri province left. And it's where our chaplain is. In Shiraz. Good. Nice German spread. We could release Arabia. Now we might do that next episode. I don't feel like doing it today. Very arbitrary of me, I know. Okay, we have a son who was born to my stepmother. Well, we're not going to legitimize him because he doesn't have anything decent. Let me see. I will acknowledge him as mine, though. So my wife probably isn't too happy about that. So we'll just give him some money. So yeah, 2 bastards and a real son. You'll notice that our son already has 4,000 prestige, and you can see that there's no way that he could have gotten that off his ticking monthly score. That's because every member of the Littlefinger dynasty gets a small fraction of the total dynasty prestige, which you can see here. Yeah, pretty decent. A small fraction of that when they're born. Which is good, because prestige influences noble opinion of us. Okay. Yeah, not really much going on here. Oh, victory in a siege, lovely. That's what I like to see. Let's get a few more of these on. I do want to push him to 100%, which we've just done, but I also kind of want to just wreck him. I want to wreck him so that I don't have to declare victory before I go over and take one of these two provinces from Varata Empire. Don't know which one, don't care. Just really annoyed by that. Really annoyed. The only way to get it back is if, by chance, if we inherit some property of somebody and he had retinues. The Comanians are attacking the Permians. Whatever, bros, do what you want. I'm busy in India. I do wish that there was a clear all button. Maybe there is and I'm just not noticing it. Alright, yeah, let's get some of these assaults going on. Some of these nice, easy assaults. Mainly so that I can divert some of the armies to Varata. Like so. I should only need two armies, well, one army really, to deal with Nagra. And by deal with, I mean slowly just, you know, besiege all their shit. No, I'm going to intercept you there, mate. So really getting positive opinion of the Prince Mayor over here, which is good because he hates us. Mainly because he's a dick. How are the subsequent buildings? Oh, very nice. Let's build that for you. So not only is Munchin maxed out, and X is also maxed out. Lovely. These guys are getting back in. Alright. Well, things are still going well for us. Oh, we captured this guy. Alright, well, let's leave him in jail. He'll be fine. Do we have an army up here? Yeah, we did. Are they there for a reason? Nope. Come on down, Rose. Join in the Indian fun. Oh my god, seriously, what is going on here? Right. And again, plus opinion with the Hansa. Awesome. You are a good Chancellor, and yes, he really is. Look at that, 26. So he has a 68% yearly to increase my opinion with the Hansa. That's nice. That's really nice. So how many troops do the Rata Empire have? About 60,000. Well, that's alright. I can deal with that. And the Bengal Empire only has 15,000, so yeah, I really only need one army to deal with them. Maybe. More troops in Oberbayern. Very good. Now you can head down this way. We're not going to have the greatest supply limits, but we never have down here. Oh, very nice. Are the armies in position yet? How's this one doing? Oh, they're going to take forever to get down here. You know what? This army can come around. Now the reason for that is I don't want to send this army off into the main Rata area unsupported. They need some bros to help them out. If I send them in there unsupported, what's going to happen is they're going to run afoul of like a big doom stack. Which is technically an incorrect usage of the term doomstack. That's supposed to be reserved for the hordes because it's kind of a technical term now. For like one of the hordes that just doesn't go away. But you know, whatever. These guys have some baronies. Nice. What did I even attack them for? Jarkand, this one over here. Wow, I should have checked out those. They have no baronies whatsoever, and they're actually kind of useless. Oh well. Too late to change that. These guys have almost retaken this particular holding over here because it's got so little people in it. But that's fine, we're in a position to now attack this fellow. And we're going to make a claim, not a holy war. Oh. We actually have a claim on that entire area, apparently? Faka Nurasaniyaka. Does he own both places or something? With this guy? Oh, he must have baronies in here. Interesting. Is there a kingdom split there? Yes, okay. We're gonna go for that one. Move in. Okay, that siege is done, so let's head down here. We won't be able to get there before they finish this siege, but we'll be able to retake it very quickly. We are, of course, you know, taking attrition in these damn places. Of course. Yeah, so we just lost that siege, so they're going to sit there and try and retake the other one. That's going to be a problem for them, because I will get there before they do that. Where's the other army? Just coming down. Alright. Yeah, so this is the only, basically, theatre of war that I'm concerned about, because the Rata Empire does have a fair number of troops that they can raise. Probably not enough to matter, but you know. There's a battle in Kanduli. We cornered this guy and killed him. They apparently killed one of our guys as well. I don't understand why we don't get a message by default when that happens. Also, let's just retake that place. Thank you. But we get a message when we kill one of their flank leaders, but we don't get a message when they kill one of our flank leaders. That's a little odd. Okay, so there's 7,000 bros at the moment. Army is still slowly picking its way down. Let's get these outlying provinces under our control quickly. Okay, that one converted, that's fine. Yep, because here comes the big army. 23rd and 30th of December. Okay, well, that's not too bad. That should stop their move. Yeah, see, now they're headed up to Sherla, or Kurla. And of course we're going to lose trade posts. You know. Big deal. Okay, so they're currently taking attrition there, and they're headed to Sharagar. That's alright. I'm not going to assault with these guys, because I want these guys to be in a position to reinforce Vidisa. Because I'm sure that's where he's actually moving for. When he gets here. Oh hey, Ruthenia is no longer part of Russia. Indeed it is not. And Aquitaine next year will stop being part of France. We're almost done with that actually, because Armenia in another year will become part of the HRE. Anatolia in 4 years. Jerusalem in 12. Yeah, that's pretty good. What's this shit? What is this shit? Britain? You little shit. Seriously? How the fuck do you suddenly own that? Britain is annoying me. I may just curb stomp them out of existence in the future. Again. Yeah, so they're headed up to Vidisa. That's fine. I'm fine with that. Can I make you stop your move? Yes, I can. Nagara is offering peace again. I refuse to accept. He knows it'll crash my game. He knows that. Okay, so now they're headed to Demo, which is this one here. That's alright. When do you get there? 27th. What sort of terrain is it? Well, it's jungle. And there's a river crossing. You know what? I might let you hit me there, and then I'll reinforce. It takes me 17 days to get there. That should be long enough. Yeah, I'll let them hit me there and then reinforce. Not a problem. Wow, that's a lot of attrition actually. You know, maybe we should try and fake him out a little bit. Just because that is a lot of attrition. Oh, they may not be fakeable. They may not fake out. Get rid of all of this shit. Good thing we moved then. Yep, okay, so they've definitely hit us. Let's pull the speed back slightly. We also have a peasant revolt. Just over here. Irritating. Not super painful or anything. Yeah, okay, so everybody is going to try and come up to Demo. That's right. I've got some guys to send there too, buddy. Let's actually have a look at it. Okay, so we're winning that at the moment. Oh, that was just this siege up here. I want to get rid of that so that I can come down here and deal with him. Unless he gets his ass beaten anyway. Right, anyway, let's look at this. They're going to get reinforcements on the 24th. But I think we'll have beaten this particular battle by then. Nope. Yep, okay, so we lost 1,700 men, they lost 17,000 men. These guys are no longer moving there. An exceptional battle for us. And they're fleeing to Vidiza, which is exactly where we're moving to. This 10,000 man army is trying to move over here for some reason. Probably because they're all trying to move over there for some reason. That's alright. I will also attempt to move there for some reason. And they will stop at trying to move to Vidiza and Shagara, which is that one. Okay, that's fine. Just attack this one nice and quick. Very good, very good. Everybody make the move. Maybe it'll fake these guys out, maybe it won't, I don't know. Okay, so now we've got a decent battle. They're still technically the defender, because that initial battle hadn't ended. But we've won that, and they've got a fairly large army headed to Demo. I won't worry about reinforcing these guys. They literally do not need the help. And this army is now trying to come up here as well. However, by that time we should be the defender. Yep. Now these guys have stopped their movement. I'm not going to attack into this place because, well, river. But all of these battles have given us so much war score that we're almost at 100%. And this is a war that we can end before the end of the episode because it's a de jure war. I would love to wreck his troops even more, but his guys adore him. Even if we didn't take into account the plus 50% defending versus foreigners thing, he's gonna be impossible to actually break down. Fortunately, though, he is out of money. Well, that is interesting. There's his peace offer. Gonna take it. Yeah, so we got a barony in this place. That's fine. Everybody move out. Thank you, thank you. He's not going to be assassinatable. Nope. Okay, let's finish up these rebels down here. Where are they going? They actually headed up to Rada. I'm going to let them move. Then I'll attack them. And I should be able to make that interception. Seriously, Britain, you are beginning to piss me the fuck off. Gonna move these troops up here. Gonna move these ones after I give them a new commander. Gonna move these guys up here, just off Dover. Or off the Straits of Dover. Maybe I'll just position them in Britain. It's so annoying. Little battle against some rebels. Very little battle against some rebels. Put that speed up again. Flatter and soothe the mares. Very good. Do you own anything else? You don't, do you? Okay. And everybody loves you because, well, I'm attacking you. Defending versus infidels. Yeah. You'd probably have that anyway. We might actually... Let me just have a little look through our intrigue listings. Yeah, so now we can legitimize both of these kids, and we're not going to do that. We don't need to do that. I think this is the first time we've actually had proper bastards. Interesting. Okay, so... Are you assassinatable? No. What about Britain? Yup, okay. We are going to attempt to assassinate the Kaiser of Britain, simply because I want this piece of land, Skane, back again. I mean, technically it's supposed to belong to the, this guy. Yeah, sure. Good man. Okay, so at 113%, and we'll just pay this dude some money to bring us up above that. Apparently that doesn't work because he was lying to me. What about you, my friend? Good. And the Duke of Galloway, perhaps? No. Dukes are always expensive. But... and they're kind of dicks. I mean, why would you tell me might be persuaded if they can't be? Whatever, we've got enough percentage. That's fine. So that'll happen at some point. When we come back, we'll be accepting the Nagra Empire's offer of surrender, which will happen. And yeah, then we'll see what we can do about basically increasing the speed and getting that damn land back off fucking Britannia. Just really irritating. Like, how would you just getting these damned inheritances? It's very annoying. Okay, that should actually be telling us why. I thought for the HRE that we can't actually lose. Yeah, see, at medium crown authority, vassal titles can now pass outside the realm through inheritance. So, technically, anything in the de jure HRE territory shouldn't be able to go to Britain or anything, but Skane did for reasons. Maybe it's got something to do with the crown authority of the kingdom as well. What kingdom is that? Denmark? God, what does Denmark's flag look like? That, okay, it's the Yingling banner. Come on. There we are. Yeah, they're only at medium, so that may have had something to do with it. Oh, that's irritating. I don't want everywhere to be on high crown authority. Actually, let's have a look at this. Denmark. Yeah, see, she only dislikes us due to medium crown authority, not due to the high crown authority of HRE. Whereas if I come down here to this fellow, no, medium crown authority. What, does the crown authority of the fucking empire have no bearing on anything? Oh, that's irritating. Oh, well, it's something to consider. I mean, I'm not going to raise the crown authorities up. Well, let's just have a quick click through these while we got a few minutes to spare. So, if Prince Johann here dies, he passes it on to Meinhard. Meinhard is the current Count of Istria. Oh, he's a steward of Istria. This guy is a Count of Istria, but also the Count of Glamorgan because of his wife. Why is that a vassal? Oh, okay. I think it's saying that that could be a vassal inheritance thing. If this guy inherits, no, you know what? I can go through this. If this guy here, if Meinhard here inherits the county of Glamorgan before Istria, that's the problem for us. I think. Okay, so this one here in Daman is an issue for Nubia. Look, I can beat the shit out of any of these little countries that we've released, so I'm not terribly concerned about it. That one's a fake warning. And that one would go to Mali, which would be immensely irritating. So who's this kid? What's he in charge of? Up here, Monshao. Well, he's 8. He's being educated quite alright. He's fine. We're just going to have to keep stamping down on Brittany or Britannia and all that sort of business just to stop that shit from happening. It's just annoying, but we're just going to deal with it. Anyway, though, that is the end of the episode. So, well, if you've got any questions or comments, please leave them below. I'm sorry, again, to Sir Mount that I couldn't work out what was going on with Britain, like with this little rebellion that was over here or something. It was probably the King of England being a dick. That's all I can really think about, because the King of England he did have a rebellion at some stage, and I kind of set it up so that that would happen, but whatever. If you liked the video, go ahead and give it a like. And if you enjoyed it so much that you would like to see more, well, please subscribe if you have not already done so. In the meantime, I've been Sub. You've been yourselves. Later.